So in the beginning of the game, it prompts you to create your first sim. So I'm going to customize mine to look how I like. In here, you can customize your sim to whatever you look like. Honestly, I'll just leave it as is. You can customize the body types. Notice how you can kind of see like a little bit of cleavage in them. The different body types, hourglass, AK, etc. You can also increase her chest and waist size. This is pretty specific. So if I go here and do this, just like play around with stuff. You can also play around with her physique. So if you want her to be pregnant, big butt, really muscular. These are really specific. I'm actually pretty surprised. You can change the body mass, body fitness, and belly profile. Extremities, so what you want focused. Wow. The butt profile, leg thickness, shoulder width, arm thickness. This is pretty specific. I'm actually pretty surprised. And if you want to do the male, this is the same thing. Nose, ear. You can get really specific on what the style you want. Makeup, hats, body. At the back too. You can change the width and the hip size. It's the same thing. Beer gut, really fit. So yeah, you can get really specific with your avatars, which is pretty cool. Also kind of creepy. Never really seen any games do that, so that's pretty interesting. Okay. So as you would in regular life, there's also a daily to-do list. So looks like I'm off to a great start. I got a career as a barista. To get money in the game, you have to work. They use Simillions, like we use USD for our money system. Up in the ladder, you can get better careers. You can also earn more money. One room to go. Finish cleaning the house. The bathroom's been broken. And then start doing tasks, and you can level up as well. Obviously, you can lock new rewards and sim cash, new furniture, things that you may need or want in your house, and new makeup as well too.
Wazogi, Dagopti do Mizga. Ash? So.
So in the beginning of the game, it prompts you to create your first sim. So I'm going to customize mine to look how I like. I'll just leave her name. So in here, you can customize your sim to whatever you look like. honestly, I'll just leave it as is. You can customize the body types. Notice how you can kind of see like a little bit of cleavage in them. The different body types, hourglass, AK, etc. You can also increase her chest and waist size. This is pretty specific. So if I go here and do this, just like play around with stuff. That's interesting. Okay, I'll just leave it here. You can also play around with her physique. So if you want her to be pregnant, big butt, really muscular. These are really specific. I'm actually pretty surprised. You can change the body mass, body fitness, and belly profile. Extremities, so what you want focused. Wow. The butt profile, leg thickness, shoulder width, arm thickness. This is pretty specific. I'm actually pretty surprised. Yeah, I'm honestly just gonna leave it with this. And if you want to do the male, just the same thing. Nose, ear. You can get really specific on what the style you want. Makeup, hats, body. At the back too. You can change the width and the hip size. It's the same thing. Beer gut, really fit. So yeah, you can get really specific with your avatars, which is pretty cool. Also kind of creepy. Never really seen any games do that, so that's pretty interesting. Okay, I'll just change her to look like myself. Eye color. How do you change eye color? Oh wow, you can even change the eye distance, position, eye size. So if you wanted to have her like different ones. Oh, that's really cool. Eye distance. Interesting. But how does one change the eye color? Yeah, I'm just gonna leave her. Nah. then it just tells you how you can meet neighbors and make most of your day and give you tips and tricks on how to complete that. So it looks like we're 30 out of 30. It's pretty complete for the day, which is pretty cool. And then here we can check the party that she's attended, her game friends. If you have any other friends who want to connect with you via Facebook, you can do that as well too. Messages, inventory, career order forms, boost, tickets. And here are the settings. So far, I worked as a barista. So just like in regular life, your sim needs to work to earn money and to get career goals. So she works in a barista. And you can also work quick shifts. So shifts can range from like 30 minutes to an hour. And to decrease the time, you have to keep helping customers. So a little star icon will appear. Like these star ones. So the first one. And they'll give you a task with timings. They're usually like 5 seconds. So clean sticky buttons, craft a coffee, steep fancy tea. Let's get started. As you can see, the timer is here. And you can make small talk with the customer to earn more stars and to get better career ratings. And also too, if you do the stars, like I said, you look down here, the time does decrease. So you're not actually spending a whole hour here. You can if you want to.
Bias ata. Pilor.
Chef Rozzy. Squirg, Patosh, Bali, Bendango, Cod. Tagla. Ooh. Tuizalaga. Wow.
Nur. Bizork.
Donovish. Mesco. Ooh. Ho. Meza. Chin. Rubu Grava. Moesa. Chasna.
And also up here to tell you how much money you've earned.
Local web meat. Jakash.
Oh.
Guano. Swag da. Bubsy gibble. Loft. Ooh.
And also at the end of your shift, you can get rewards. So more million career points and a home ticket. I haven't figured out what the home ticket yet, but the more career points you can get, the higher you can move up. And this million is what you use to buy new furniture, clothing, and things to unlock you throughout the games.
Blair Gabi.
And then here you can also work another quick shift. So in the house, they give you the fixer-upper. So like any house, any new house, you'll have to acquire and buy furniture, new tables and chairs, bedding, things to make your living a little bit more comfortable. And like the real life, you do work for a living, so you work to acquire more furniture and more things around the house. So if you want to buy more things, it'll prompt you to work a quick shift, which we just did. And here you can also decorate the cafe as well too with different items and accessories. And then it has like your wallet of sim cash, which you can pay more for to get more sim cash. And also too at the bottom, you can have a fresh start, kitchen basics. It'll take you to the ins and outs of what you want your home to look like. And this is a good snapshot of the lifestyle that you can build for yourself in Sims. So you just keep scrolling, you can build your sanctuary slumber, a spa, decorations. You can create a wedding, a honeymoon. If you want to have children in the game as well too. So it kind of takes you to young adult, so older age. And like we discussed in the readings last week and the weeks previously, video games were used as an escape or kind of a stress reliever. I definitely see how this game could be used as an escape as well too. After a long day, you kind of want an easy game to come home to, and maybe this is good for goal orienting and goal setting. You can build your dream life. You may not have it tangibly, but you have it in the Sims world, which are pretty cool. Ooh, what is this? Okay, so this is a shower, so we're gonna put it in the bathroom. And the green check mark will tell you if it's a good place or not, so it'll light up, so you can just press the green check mark and it'll go there. Actually, it looks like it's in my bedroom. Change the color on this side as well too. And in order to keep renovating your house, you need to earn more tickets, which you can do by doing tasks, or you can also go to the store and buy them, which you would use the money that you make from the barista. At the check, it tells you have 52 cash and then million coins is 105. So I don't have enough at the moment, so that would mean I would have to do some more shifts at the coffee shop. But we can keep playing around and see what else is free. As you keep playing around and adding more stuff, your lifestyle will improve with the more things you acquire. And the more things you acquire, the more stuff will unlock. So you'll get a better lifestyle with the better material things, which can reflect what you would want in real life. The harder you work, the more you can attain if you would like. And they also give you quests as well too. This one is prompting room to grow. You can build a new home and a new room for your home. You can really customize it to the two if you want. And in this game, I really wanted to emphasize the Sims market appeal. Well, the last version I played was Sims 2, which was quite some time ago, and it was on the Nintendo DS, so everything was a little bit more condensed. It still seems as though everyone can play male, female, as long as obviously you're the teen requirement, which I believe is 13 and older. But even then, it's pretty straightforward. I do like how you can alter the characters to look exactly how you want. They could look exactly like how your body type is, even down to the physique. You can change that pretty specifically like we saw in the beginning of the video. But I like how you can build a creative lifestyle, virtually of course, without any rules. And you have the freedom to create and engage with other characters. In last week's reading by Henry Jenkins, Reality Bites 8 Myths About Video Games Debunked, We read about the lack of female players in computer games. While that statistic has drastically changed, and there's more and more women today, we started to see that change in the mid '90s when more games were made to increase digital literacy for women. So whether that was games that helped promote a better lifestyle or easier games, more straightforward games that weren't so much the typical race car games, zombie games, etc. Sims attracted first-time female players because it was building everyday lives free of rules. It was also a game that had a lot of women game developers, so they knew what the customer wanted, the clients wanted, and so they could implement that in their workspace.